everybody. Welcome. We're working out a couple of quick technical glitches, which I think have been, for the most part, worked out. So if you're just joining us, welcome. And my name is Dan Faiella, and my sister Liz is working on said technical glitches off screen right now. She'll be on in a second. I play guitar, Liz plays fiddle, and we play music in the traditions of Ireland, New England, some music from Scotland, generally traditional music from this area and areas that, we're from New England, New Hampshire, and areas that influenced this area, so Ireland and England and Scotland especially. We're going to be playing a few tunes for you, some slow stuff, some fast stuff, some reels, some jigs. What was that?
Do you want to play a tune?
Oh yeah, I can start off playing a tune while we get going.
That was a tune called O'Farrell's Welcome to Limerick, which I was going to join in on, and then Dan kindly informed me that it's in a key that I don't usually play it in, and so I refrained, which is probably for the benefit of all of your ears.
It might have been interesting. It definitely would have been interesting.
It certainly would have been an experience, but you can say that about just about anything. So we're going to play, this is a tune called The Dear Irish Boy. This is an Irish slow air And it's usually a song actually, but I love instrumentalizing some of these songs and kind of trying to use a lot of the ornamentation that singers would use for these songs. And then we're going to go into a tune called The Harp and the Shamrock. I just want to say there's a link in the description for donations for the concert. Please go ahead and support the Library Arts Center and their wonderful concert series. It's great that they're continuing to keep the music alive when it's a lot harder to do music live. So here we are. This is The Dear Irish Boy. Just love that tune. And it doesn't get more Irish than a tune called The Harp and the Shamrock. Great tune.
Fun fact, harp and the shamrock are popular, common ancient symbol of Ireland, both the harp and the shamrock. So one would be tempted to think like this tune is about Ireland, which I guess it is, but it's actually named after a pub called the Harp and the Shamrock. So.
Oh, is it now?
Yeah.
Learn something new every day.
There you go.
I want to go there. So the next set of tunes we're going to play for you, this is a tune called The Silver Spear, starting off with Silver Spear. I actually just recently posted a fiddle tune kit over on my Patreon page featuring the Silver Spear. So if you're interested in learning this tune, you can go to patreon.com/LizFaiella Music and you can find my fiddle tune kits. Lots and lots of fiddle related things that fiddlers will enjoy. So here we go, the Silver Spear.
It's you or me starting this?
How about if you do? want to be playing at a Contra dance right now.
Yeah, I kind of felt that vibe.
Felt a little Contra dancey.
Do you guys know what Contra dances are? Usually we'd ask for a show of hands. Obviously, that's impossible.
Oh, I see a few Contra dancers out there. Look at that. Yeah.
We could just do our spiel like on autopilot, but right. Contra dancing, for those of you who didn't raise your hand, it's kind of folk dancing, a line dance traditional to New England. Rumor has it started in the great state of New Hampshire, where we are from. It kind of developed in this area from English dancing, English country dancing, and other forms of dance that were in the area. And we grew up going to Contra dances. That's where we started playing this kind of music. I kind of migrated into more some Irish music, which is, again, something that influenced Contra dance music. So it's all kind of one big, happy, traditional...
folksy family.
Yeah, essentially.
It's one of the things I miss a lot, but, there's a lot of touching people's hands and being close to faces with Contra dancing, so... it's only a matter of time, though. Hang in there, Contra dancers. We're going to play you a couple of tunes that are in 7/8 time. I've actually been teaching these tunes to one of my amazing fiddle students, and we realized they go together really beautifully as a medley. The first one's called Waterman's. It's written by Michael McGoldrick. The second one is called Wrong Foot Forward, and the band Fluke plays it. Fluke is a great band, very upbeat, very all sorts of really fun, exciting tunes.
Just while I finish tuning, the interesting thing about 7/8 tunes in traditional Irish music is that there's actually, there's not a lot of them, but there's a fair number of them that have been composed in the past 50 or so years. And the reason for that, I think, is that, I'm not sure, there's tons of, folk nerds out there who can probably correct me on this. But in the 1950s and 60s, there were some influential traditional Irish musicians who traveled to Eastern Europe and were really interested in Eastern European music. And were getting influenced by, they picked up the bouzouki, which is a Greek instrument, and they brought that over, and I think around that time, maybe it was a coincidence, but around that time, that's when 7/8 tunes, I think, started, or 7/8 rhythms started to be more of a thing in traditional Irish music. So, relatively recent thing, but it's kind of a nice new addition alongside jigs and reels.
Yeah, you can use a little break from the jigs and reels occasionally.
All right.
Great set of tunes. Also, a little bit, for me, it's a little challenging to improvise or do anything varied on a 7/8 tune, just because I'm spending so much mental energy trying to remember 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. But it's a good mental exercise.
Kind of trying to run a 5K race, skipping or something like that.
It's true.
Just to give you an idea of what we just experienced.
Of what pains we suffer. We're going to play you now, this is a couple of tunes that mean an awful lot to us right at the moment. One of them is a waltz that I wrote for my friend who just had a birthday, so happy birthday, Emily. So it's Emily's Waltz. The second tune we wrote for a very, very dear friend who I'm sad to say we just recently lost, and it is called Brent's Tune. Sending a lot of love to the Loy family.
D and
D.
D.
1, 2. All right. Well, our next set of tunes. The first one I learned from Dan, and Dan learned it at Maine Fiddle Camp, where we would be later this August if it were not for the times we're in. But sending big hugs to everybody at Maine Fiddle Camp. Very hygienic hugs. So the first tune, it's called Possum Up a Gum Stump, which is just a great name for a tune. Yeah. And then we go into another greatly named tune, Growling Old Man, Grumbling Old Woman. And we'll wrap up with a tune called The Golden Ticket.
Yeah.
Shall we? Do you want a melody on this at all?
Perhaps not.
Okay.
Possibly.
All right, we'll see what happens. See what the inspiration of the moment does. To all of you folks, I just want to check the link here and the comments and just make sure so everybody can hear us okay and nothing is sounding too weird. But yeah, oh look at this. There's so many comments. Oh, look at all these people we love.
So lovely.
Oh, hi Tracy.
Has anybody in the comments told us whether the sound is okay?
Nothing has come up.
All right. we did a sound check earlier. We're using this new to us software for live streaming, which is kind of cool. But it has like all these extra like bells and whistles that tell you things, and I don't know what the bells and whistles are telling me. So that's why I need you guys.
It is, yeah, it's looking like I did see one person ask where they can donate, and there is a donate link in the comments, and also there should be one in the in various descriptions where it's posted all over the internet. But definitely check in the comments. Please do donate to keep the concert series going and to support Library Arts Center, and support us because we appreciate that too. You can also get our albums if you want them at lizanddanmusic.com. We are gonna play. What are we gonna play? Do you want to play Dark Plaintive Youth?
Sure. Yeah.
So we have a buddy out there who I hope is watching, Paul, who's a very good friend, and he loves the tunes written by Turlough O'Carolan, who was an Irish harpist around the time of Bach, and he wrote beautiful tunes that he wrote for his patrons who would put him up for the night, and so this is one of the Turlough O'Carolan tunes that I first learned, and it's called Dark Plaintive Youth. We haven't played it in a long time, but it was a great tune to be learning when I was a teenager, since it's called Dark Plaintive Youth, and it was sort of like my angsty music. I chose slightly different angsty music than a lot of my peers, I have to say. And then
17th century angsty music.
17th century angst. We had plenty to be angsty about in the 17th century, I have to say. And then we're going to play a tune called The Porthole of the Kelp. And then a tune that I learned from a friend, Liz Knowles, a wonderful, wonderful fiddler based in Portland. going to be this evening, I'm not sure that I would have chosen to play that tune. I always feel like it ups my my body temperature significantly. So I think we're going to cool down a little bit. I'm going to play. How about if I play Tom Set and Faiella?
That sounds amazing.
A fiddle thingy.
It's a fiddle thingy.
It's a fiddle thingy.
And you know what? I'm gonna leave because I don't have to be here anymore.
Oh, Dan, I'm sorry.
I'll be right off. I'll be right there. Be right off camera. Don't worry.
Okay. I don't think he's going far. Don't be too afraid. So this is a tune called Time Sit and Faiella. I'm probably completely mispronouncing that, but it's an Irish song which means I am asleep. And when the pandemic sort of first hit, I recorded this tune as sort of a lullaby to myself and to my friends. But it just like when I play it now, it's kind of interesting to think about, all we've been through, and it just reminds me of those early days and a lot of sort of the fear. And I know it's been a really hard time. So I just wanted to say I know that we're not out of the woods, and I want to just send you all love, everybody who has lost someone or is struggling with isolation, that kind of thing. I'm glad that we can still do things like this and share some music, and it can bring us some degree of comfort and peace and joy. It certainly has for me. So this is my little lullaby tune for you. Well, I hope you haven't quite fallen asleep yet, because we do have a few more tunes for you.
One quick note, if you want to hear Liz's video of that, it was featured on the PBS NewsHour webpage back at the beginning of the pandemic when they were collecting a bunch of videos of people playing Songs of Comfort or something like that.
Songs of Comfort.
And yeah, so I think if you look up Songs of Comfort, PBS NewsHour, find her up there.
How about if we do Planks to Irwin? Speaking of songs of comfort.
Yeah.
This is another Turlock Carolyn tune, Planks to Irwin, also one of the first tunes that I learned. Just a very sweet, sweet tune, and then we'll go from that into a jig that's called Merrily Kiss the Quaker's Wife, which I actually think is some sort of nautical reference rather than what it actually sounds like, which is somebody kissing somebody else's wife. But I guess it's not necessarily somebody else's wife.
Yeah.
It could be the Quaker kissing the Quaker's wife.
One can only hope.
We'll assume the best. We need to give them the benefit of the doubt. Although giving people in folk tunes and folk songs the benefit of the doubt probably is not very accurate most of the time. All right, so here we are. Planks to Irwin. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 1. that we have time for just about one more for you all. Dan, what do you think? Cold Frosty or Old Bush? Alright, so we're gonna wrap up tonight with a tune called The Old Bush. It's an Irish reel. And then we're going to go into a Breton tune, a Larday, so a tune from the region of Brittany in France, which is a Celtic country, so a lot of Celtic influence there in the music. I want to say thank you so much to the Library Arts Center for hosting us, and also to Eric McDonald for helping us out so much with all the logistics of getting set up and using this fancy new software that we're trying out. Really great folks all around. And again, there's a donate link in the comments, and also for, I think, most of the descriptions, there's a donate link as well. So check that out, and please do donate to the Library Arts Center and to your friendly neighborhood musicians. Yeah, you can also get our CDs at lizanddanmusic.com. I also teach fiddle lessons at the Contra Community Music School, so if you're interested in any of that, the Liz and Dan Facebook page, you can check us out there, drop us a line there, yeah, or go to our website. There's also contact information at lizanddanmusic.com. I think that's all of the marketing that I have for you today. So now that I've bombarded you with that, thank you again so much for tuning in. I'm sending a lot of love to all of you and hoping you're well. Yeah, please stay well, and we will really look forward to seeing you when we can. So, The Old Bush.
How do you start this? Just together, or?
I go dun dun dun. Well, on that very abrupt note, we want to wish you all a wonderful evening. Thank you so much, and we hope to see you again before too long. Bye, everybody. Mwah.